Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And what time is it?
It's cancellation time?
It's cancellation time. It's time to cancel Chris Pratt once again.
Again?
But
is it Thursday already?
It's Thursday. Yeah, Chris Pratt is apparently being canceled again, but this time, as I understand it, he's being canceled over fake tweets. Marvel stans created fake tweets to get him canceled.
This is like when Gina Carano started showing up with Cara Dune before they all hated her. And remember, they were making up fake tweets that one of the Phantom Menace was supposedly said it was anti-woman, remember?
Yeah.
And they were going on about all these misogynists trying to cancel Cara Dune, a strong female character, before they hated her. I remember that. It turned out the tweets that they were going off, and I know the one guy wrote a whole article about it. I think it was Anthony. Wrote a whole article about it and it turned out they weren't even real tweets.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's
like that.
That's there's got to be a term for that where they're trying to come up with fake tweets and fake screenshots. I've seen it on both sides. I mean, I've seen people try to get people canceled on both sides of the political spectrum. Of course, the problem with Chris Pratt is that he follows the wrong people.
Yeah, but here's why he's coming up again, because he hasn't been coming up for a while. But he's coming up again because they have shots from the set of the Thor: Love and Thunder, and on in the pictures you see Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt. So Chris Pratt was going around because of the Chris Hemsworth thing with Thor: Love and Thunder, and now we even thought about Chris Pratt in a few days. It's time to cancel him. So I bet you that's why they're doing it.
That's right. He's still working.
He's still alive. What the hell?
He's still alive. How dare he? So we're going to talk about that. Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 174,000 subs. Thank you for the support. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, R.I.P. Chris Pratt was trending yesterday. Now, according to Deseret.com, it was unclear, but if you go out to Bounding in the Comics, they seem to think that these were fake tweets that were manufactured to cause outrage to get him to lose his job.
Okay, so they're sure that's what happened?
They're 95% sure.
I didn't mean to whistle when I went shh, but you know.
Yeah, so what happened? We're going to give you an overview. The hashtag,
please do, because I don't know what's going on.
The hashtag RIP Chris Pratt popped up on Twitter. Several of the tweets included people sharing reactions to Pratt, criticizing him, and dissing him in multiple ways. There wasn't any single event that sparked it. Several tweets compared Chris Pratt to other Chris's like Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth. Do we need a reason to cancel him? They just want him
No,
gone.
they're just making up reasons. Well, it was funny because people pointed out the tweets weren't real, and I think I remember people saying, well, I don't care if they're real, he still needs canceled.
Yes.
And I'm like, because this is Hollywood. They're literally making shit up to try to cancel people, and you're feeding into this. It's
stan culture. This is it. It's now we'll talk about what Bounding in the Comics had to say here in a minute or two, but you know, there are people that are like they cannot stand the thought of somebody they don't like existing or working or whatever. They want to see them penniless in a box, preferably that box set on fire, and then a hobo coming along and pissing on said box on fire.
Right.
That's what they want.
But kerosene piss, because they don't want to put it out.
That's right. There was no singular news event that created the hashtag, and no, Chris Pratt didn't die. Connection to previous controversies, again, they're talking about how he didn't go to God forbid, he didn't go to the Joe Biden fundraiser. But
neither did other people.
No, neither did Brie Larson, as I recall.
And neither did, what's his name? Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. didn't go either, yeah. They said that social media thought his absence from the Joe Biden fundraiser meant that he supported Donald Trump.
Maybe he just wanted to stay political.
Yeah, well, he basically said, I don't want to get into politics. He said that multiple times. I don't want to get political. But then they're like, yes, but you're a Christian, and that's bad enough.
Mind-blowing moment, guys. There's a lot of Christians who are not Republican. I'm not saying he is or isn't, but this whole idea is because you're Christian makes you Republican is a load of shit.
Yeah. So Robert Downey Jr., he defended him. Zoe Saldana, who was actually...
Yeah. And they called her all kinds of racist names.
They did. They called her very, very naughty things that they accuse Chris Pratt of calling other people.
So it's okay when they do it.
That's right. Because it's on the side of justice. It's justice.
According to them. So, you know.
Mob justice. So according to Bounding in the Comics, this is what happened. They said that they thought the fake tweets, which began to circulate amongst Twitter users on February 3rd, appeared to capture a number of offensive statements made by the actor over the years, dating back to 2012. But they said that they are fake. They're fake. Many believe them to have been written and published by the actor. So to get him gone, they had him using the N-word. They said Miss Universe, in a way, they all look like Miss Hungry. Another, which many users failed to notice, features on the same posting date and number of engagements. Pratt appears to be making eating disorder-based joke. Again, 278, 278, 412, 412.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They obviously screen capped one, and then they just, kept photoshopping it or whatever. Muslims scare me, said another fake tweet. So, look, they're just looking for reasons to get rid of them. Despite the allegations that these tweets came directly from Pratt's feed, in reality, they appear to have been edited and distributed by a Marvel Cinematic Universe Stan chat group known as MBCGC. The fake screenshots appeared to have first gained traction after being posted by user Catgirlism, herself an apparent member of this group, who shared the images to her personal Twitter account alongside the message, "Rip Chris Pratt, rest in peace." Definitely not.
So basically this woman lied.
Yeah.
Leave all women, not.
Yeah, right? So they said they were made in order to be a jokey joke to wake up.
This is not a jokey joke. Wait, I'm going to go around and manufacture flat out lies that are going to deliberately cause someone to be harassed and people he knows to be harassed and everything else just because I want to be a dick. And then I'm going to call it jokey jokes. What is this? Like the Baby Yoda? The Chicky Nuggies?
Chicky Nuggies.
The jokey jokes?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a jokey joke to the people on the receiving end of it.
I hope they get sued because they should be.
The tweets began to garner widespread attention. Another alleged member of this group called on fans to normalize blaming Chris Pratt and Jeremy Renner for things they didn't do.
Right. Okay, right there, guys. Okay, look. When you don't you do nothing wrong, but they don't like you because they don't like you for whatever reason, they think you have the wrong opinion or whatever. They literally are making shit up. Admitting to making shit up and telling people it doesn't matter if it's true or not. It's true because we said so. They should be canceled anyway for things that they didn't do because we said so. And why are they still out on Twitter? I think this kind of bullshit. This should be against terms of service. You're impersonating somebody to try to get them in trouble.
Yep. Now, there was one circulating that he did make. He made this joke. I've actually made a similar joke, so I guess I'm getting canceled too. He's got a Bank of America pen with "Made in China" written on it, and he said, "I feel like somebody smarter than me could make a joke about this."
Well, I'm sorry, but he's not wrong. That's, that people make those jokes all the time.
They said that many took this tweet to be offensive at the expense of the Chinese people.
Fuck off. Sorry, God forgive me. I'm so tired of this.
I made a similar joke a couple of years ago when Squid King was in Boy Scouts. Did you know that the Boy Scouts bandanas are made in China? Boy Scouts of America bandanas were made in China. So I put an image up of that, said Boy Scouts of America, and then I turned it around and said made in China.
But if I'm not mistaken, weren't a lot of people that were pissed about Disney's Mulan being filmed in their concentration camps the same people who would be mad about that joke?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it got worse. People were tagging me in this morning on Twitter that, there are firsthand reports of just how bad things are over there at the Reeducation Camps. I don't even know if I can talk about them on YouTube, but it's pretty bad.
They're doing this because they have a big thing about Chris Pratt. Chris Evans might come back too, but Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth doing Thor: Love and Thunder. It's been all over the place. People were getting excited about it. They love the costumes. They were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy coming back. Obviously, they didn't get rid of him like they thought he should be fired. So now they're doing this and they're literally making shit up and saying just because, it doesn't have to be real, we should cancel him anyway just because we said so. You don't have to even do anything anymore, people. Just the fact that you exist is enough to trigger these extreme leftist, alt-left nut jobs. And you know what? They need to be taken off of Twitter.
The thing is,
cancel them.
Twitter exists for these people. Like, Twitter became these people. Twitter 5 or 6 years ago wasn't that bad. I mean, we keep telling people, like, we've been on Twitter pretty much since the beginning, since like 2008, 2009. It wasn't that bad until about 5 or 6 years ago. And then when we started getting the Tumblr people in like 2 or 3 years ago, it really escalated. This is the Tumblr crowd coming into Twitter and pulling the shit they used to pull over on Tumblr.
I'm looking at this. I remember this. In 2019, he faced accusations of sexism after he teased his wife, Katherine Schwarzenegger, over a less than stellar meal produced by one of her attempts at cooking. So what? Did she get mad about it? Did she say something bad about it? I remember it. Did she say that, how dare you, that's sexist? That maybe that's the way maybe that's how they interact. Maybe that's their sense of humor as a couple. How the hell do you know? You know what? Kneon cooks probably more than I do. You know, so go make some sexist comments about that.
Get in the kitchen, Kneon. Make me some pie.
Oh, that's okay because, you know, you're a guy.
You make better pie than I do.
Yeah, but you make better chicken than I do. So, hey.
I make good chicken.
He does make good chicken.
But we're having beef and broccoli tonight.
He makes good beef and broccoli too.
Yeah. I hope it's good.
Better be.
Or else you're getting canceled.
Or else I'm going to put it all over the internet and then talk about it so I can be, you know, they can cancel me for sexism. Oh, no, it doesn't count when I'm making fun of men.
I mean, I'm sorry. That's a pretty sad looking plate. But yeah, they're just looking for a reason to cancel him. He's on the radar. They're not going to be happy until he is gone.
Mm-hmm. How is this any different than harassing people? Like, you see these people, we saw it before. They don't like someone's art. They don't like someone did something that they're trying. They tell them to go kill themselves. These kind of people literally think that the only way it's going to end for these people is if they literally die. Because they will not stop harassing you till you die or kill yourself. We've seen it before. We saw one girl did a fan piece of Mermista from the original She-Ra, and these people, she was a kid, and these other kids were basically telling her to kill herself because she whitewashed Mermista.
Oh yeah.
When Mermista was a white character to begin with.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the stands. It's always these stands.
These people, you know, need to be grounded and have their internet taken away, and their parents, you know, because most of the time they're usually immature children.
Oh no, that's their defense. You bust them. You're like, what a piece of shit you are. And if you call them out, they're like, I'm only 16.
I don't care. If you're behaving that way, you're still a piece of shit. I don't care what age you are. I really don't care. Because you know what? It doesn't fly in school. You don't get to go to school and do whatever the hell you want and then say I'm only 16. You know what? No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, so look, they're gonna be gunning for him for years. The best thing he can do, Frank, I think, is just ignore him because anything you do, he
has ignored them. That's why they're doubling down. They're actually literally making stuff. If I were him, I'd call an attorney because I mean at this point it's gone too far. They're literally imitating him, representing themselves as him, putting things out there to try to literally cause him harm.
Yeah.
Try to cause him to lose his job.
Yeah, that's the end goal. And it's just a power trip because a lot of these people that start these hashtags, these movements to cancel celebrities or artists or whatever don't have any power in their own
I wonder how their employers, assuming they actually get off of Twitter and actually have a job, I wonder what their employers would think knowing that they're spending all their time going around trying to get innocent people canceled on the internet because, you know,
they're bored
and they're ridiculously butthurt about things that have nothing that you don't even have to actually do.
Yeah. So there we go, guys. That's why Chris Pratt was trending. Shouldn't shock anyone that people would resort to this kind of bullshit.
It's called Bible.
Yeah, it is. So we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Bye.